Hey, welcome back to another episode of Talkin Shit ATL with your hosts, Amanda Ellenberg and Bruce Prodigy Que. Oh yeah, he in another state. So, I got a lot to update y'all on, like so much. Like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to begin, but here we are. This is going to be a solo episode today, and I appreciate you being here with us. I appreciate y'all being patient because we've got a lot going on. We're not going to share everything, but we're going to share some just to fill you in because, you know, we love to be transparent, but there is a level of needing to keep some cards close to our chest because we are personally going through a lot separately, and then we are in talks about what to do with the podcast. So that's what this episode will be about. It'll be updates. It'll be questions. Because honestly, now more than ever, we need to hear from you. We really need communication to know what steps to make next and help really make an informed decision. So, I got cleared just a few days ago. I am actually recording this on Monday when this episode comes out. And I just got cleared a few days ago to be able to move and move my arms and dance and like do a little, you know, whatever I want to do. I can lift more than half a gallon of milk now. And that has not been the case for the past 3 months at this point. So I did have a surgery on April 1st, and it was April Fool's Day for me, thinking that I was actually going to recover normally. I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding, because there was like complications from the surgery. And I did have to go through a lot of extra effort to be able to heal. And I was in the doctor's office twice a week for 2 months. I was unable to shower for 2 months. I was unable to lift anything heavier than 5 pounds for 3 months. I couldn't even have this conversation right now as we're going. I could keep it a little close and whatever. But yeah, so I've been kind of depresso espresso, because if you know anything about me, if you truly know me, you know how independent I am, and you know how much I thrive in being independent. And then also, I've been away from Teddy for 3 months, and that has honestly been the hardest part. I really can't even talk about it without crying, because I love him so much. Like, y'all know a little bit of how much I love him, but I love him so much, and he does so much to like keep my head on straight and to feel happy and to just make my life better. I did want to include the blanket because that's what we normally do, but it's hot as hell, so I'm just wearing it just a little bit. Why is it so hot this summer? I know why, but we ain't gonna talk about it. So, if y'all don't remember, I'll just tell you real quick about Teddy and how much I love him and just, yeah, his backstory. So, I hope I don't have the normal things to make sure I'm in camera, and now I'm nervous that whole time I was not in camera, but we'll find out, I guess, afterwards. It's really hard to do this alone. Any hoodle. So, I found Teddy 15 pounds, about 7 months old probably, in the middle of the road, eating trash, specifically diapers, so his OG name was Diapy, but then I wanted something to rhyme with it because he got used to Diapy, so long story short, we went with Teddy. Part of me wishes it was still Diapy, but I didn't want to explain that to everyone, even though I'm explaining that now, because it's embarrassing if you're eating diapers to survive. So he was like 15 pounds. I took care of him. I boiled chicken. I made rice. I like literally babied the hell out of him. Some of which was a mistake because he gets away with a little too much that I probably could have avoided. But that happened. So I literally saved his life. Like, honestly, I really feel like if I wouldn't have done that, if I wasn't the one to meet him, and it wouldn't have been that day and that exact moment, he would not be here, and he would have passed away that day. Whether he got hit by a car, because he would not get out of the road. I kicked all the trash out of the way, and he was still licking on the ground, on the cement, the trash. And this was summer, or well, it was September, so it was still hot being in Georgia. It was still freaking hot. And yeah, so he was just in such bad condition. Like, he literally would upchuck, and that's what he would eat as well. Like, that was his cycle. And he was so gross, and his hair was all the way to the ground. You think sometimes I let his hair grow a little bit too much now? You should have seen him. And boy, did he forget where he came from, because now he's like, I'm a freaking prince, and I get what I want, and you gotta, like, do everything in your life to serve me. And I do. And I probably shouldn't, but I love him so deeply. And, like, as much as I saved him, like, he saved me. And I'm just so excited because I get to actually spend time with him this week. Like, I've seen him 3 times since surgery, and since my original surgery. I ended up having to have a second surgery, and I'm just now healed from that second surgery. And, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but just so you know, I'm fine. I'm okay. Everything's okay. Kind of, but okay enough. I'm good enough, so don't worry. But I don't remember where I was going, because I'm like, I want to tell y'all all the tea, but I really can't. And now you get to see me on my own, because that's how I, like, really, when I talk, I really make a bunch of faces and noises. Even when I'm talking to myself, and I don't know how to help myself. It's how I process life. What was I saying? I don't remember. It was something about Teddy. Oh, yeah. So I only saw him 3 times since I had my original surgery. One of the times was for an hour. One of the times was for 3 hours. One of the times was for 1.5 days. So less than 2 days total. I've seen him in 3 months. And I just saw him yesterday because I finally got to move. The situation is that I could not move to where I'm going, and the people that were watching him for me, thankfully, very lucky in that way. I do want to shout out all the people in my life. Like, I am very, very lucky to have the family that I have, to have the friends that I have, because they have been really, really been here for me during this part, and, like, really helped me and helped take care of me and helped get me water, because, you know, I couldn't do something as simple as, like, opening the freezer and getting ice, or opening the freezer and the fridge in general, or, like, lifting anything. Like, you think about a 1/2 gallon to a gallon of milk, that's the extent of what I could pick up. And I couldn't really, like, stretch my limbs, and I had to sleep on my back, and that is hard because I'm a stomach sleeper. But I did it. I did do it. Yeah, but I had to prop pillows in a certain way all around me to make sure I did it. But yeah, shout out to all of them. I am very, very lucky. Now that Q is not here today, just be warned, this is going to be like the most ADHD thing you ever see, and it's going to come out, and it's going to be fine. And if you don't rock with it, then you don't rock with me, because that's what's going to happen every damn day. But, see, and then I forget what I'm saying. And normally then I'll be quiet when other people are there. For the most part, I do struggle to not ramble in life. I'm working on it, okay? Because I always leave conversation. I'm like, damn, I had so many questions for them, and I didn't get to ask it because I was fucking blabbing. Sure. I forgot I really need to lay down like this to be seen fully. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what surgery I had, but I want you to guess in the comments, because I want to see if you got it right. Maybe I will reveal it at some point, but not right now. And I finally got to put in my nose ring, because I've been, like, not having it in because I've been having to take it out for every surgery. So I just got lazy, and I was like, because I ended up having an MRI for something else during this time, and it was just, yeah. So I just have been leaving it out, but I feel like my damn self, except I haven't missed being able to adjust it. And also, obviously, I haven't been kicking it back, and haven't been participating. I did not get to participate in 420 this year, but I barely participate in that anyways. I'm actually really, like, 97% sober overall, and considering 100% as well. The only thing I use that for is my extreme stomach problems. I don't actually use it you know, for like social situations or whatever, every once in a while, but not really. Because normally it gives me anxiety. Ever since I got a little older, it just has been like anxiety. I hope I'm talking loud enough now. I don't know. It's really hard without someone in this room because I was going to tell y'all something just a little while ago, and then I forgot, and I don't know if I'm ever going to remember it. So I'm going to just move on. Oh, yeah, well, let me just finish up the teddy thing. So, yeah, I've been away from my little boy for that long. It's been so painful. It's been the hardest part of this entire experience. But I get to be with him soon. And we're going to go on a little vacay to see other family. And he's going to get to run around. I'm going to get to be near him. I'm going to get to love him. I'm going to take him to the dog park. I'm just so excited. I miss him so much. I don't miss the barking. But I do miss my little boy. And I will take that barking to, like, spend time with him. He's, like, the closest thing I have to a child, and I don't want to be in a relationship, so it's, like, literally, like, my life revolves around him. And so, yeah, it's been hard. And I know that the universe wanted me to take more of a break and chill out and accept losing my independence and, like, get on a normal sleeping schedule and stuff, but I don't know. I've been fighting. There's been two versions of myself, and I've been fighting with each other to be, like, yeah, I understand that's what you want, universe, but I'm stressed because I got so much to do, but I have no energy, and then I also can't sleep well because sometimes I was sleeping really well, but sometimes I wasn't sleeping well or sleeping on a consistent schedule because, like, I wasn't able to get as much stuff done, so then my brain was like, oh, just think about that, and yeah, I just didn't fully 100% take this time to just, like, chill out and, do nothing for once in my life and do all the things that I've been saying that I wanted to do whenever I had time to just do nothing, like go through my phone and like delete stuff and like watch different stuff. In the beginning, in the first week or like 2 weeks of the first surgery, I was good at that because I had already pre-planned for that. But then I was supposed to heal a lot faster, and there's reasons why. I'm not going to get into that. It'll probably be a while until I explain. But I did do everything that the doctor said to do. I followed their orders to a T because I wanted to be healed, because I wanted to get back to my life and my little boy. And I also couldn't have jobs. I had to cancel acting gigs. I had to like I couldn't drive as well. So I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do, and I had to cancel things. I had to cancel acting jobs. I had to cancel like house sitting, pet sitting jobs. I had to like cancel so much. So I'm also just like in a weird financial spot, which kind of brings me to the next point of it's temporary, but I just have a little bit more stress, a little bit more to do, and less free time than I did. Also, I'm not going to get into the details of Q's life, but he has also had family emergencies that he's had to deal with during this time, and he is not in town and hasn't been in town for a while. So we would have to film things online on a live, and we have. But it's never as good quality. It's never as good conversation, but the conversation could be better if the quality was better, but one of our phones usually does some meh, and then I don't have a quality computer to do lives there. It's like less quality than my phone, and then the sound quality kind of goes down. So if anyone has any tips on doing lives and making sure the quality is better, please, 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 please let us know, because like we would love to be able to interact and do episodes together. Right now, we're transitioning into a portion where we potentially do episodes separately for a little bit, or we're considering taking a hiatus, announcing when we'll be back. We're considering, hopefully, we'll have time to get together and just knock a bunch out in one day. We're considering a lot, but because he's going through what he is going through away from the state, and I am going through what I'm going through, and I really need to be working 24/7 now that I have the availability once I move, then it's just kind of like in a sticky situation. And we also just desperately need a social media manager. So regardless of which direction the podcast goes, we need somebody to help us with social media, someone that's good at it, someone that knows, someone that's willing to take the time and sees the vision and understands that, like, right now they might not get paid, or they might get paid at very minimal amounts, but the potential, I really feel like, is here when we are together, and even off camera sometimes more than on camera. Our conversations are really electric. When we bring in people, it's fun. And I think that, and it's not in a like, there's no great way, but also like own your stuff and be confident. And we are great together. And I think that our conversations are interesting. The fact that I'm listening back and still interested, I'm somewhat dissecting and being like, oh, this needs to change, this needs to change. But I'm also interested. I'm also like, taking the time to like gas us up a little bit, which is not the norm for me. So I think that if something like that is happening, there is potential. I think also there's a lot of subjects that we disagree on. I think that's interesting as well. And we can still have respect for each other. Even if we're passionate, we still have respect, and that's like key. And I think we're better live, so I would love to get to a point where we take this on the road, because I think that would be the best, like, most juicy thing, is to see it live in person, interacting with people. But we need a social media manager. We need a sense of community. I don't know what we're doing that is not connecting with people to talk to us, but we really need it. Hair. Nah, it's still there. Yeah, I got it. We really need it now more than ever, and I just really, really would appreciate any kind of contact, any kind of telling us what you truly think about the podcast. Like, be honest. We can take it, be respectful, be like, say it with your chest, but say it with love and respect, and we accept anything, good, bad, ugly, as long as you're not being ugly. We love to hear it. So please, 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 please tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what we need to improve. Tell us the subjects that you want to hear. Tell us the type of guests you want us to have. Tell us if you think that it works better separately or together, or bringing on another full-time host, or if it's good enough to be live online. If you have any tips about that, if you have any tips about just bringing the quality up, bringing the content up, and if you have any recommendations of people that you think we should work with, let us know. Anything you're thinking, we want to hear it. We want to talk to y'all. Like, that's the biggest thing. We don't want to feel like we're just talking to each other and recording it. That's great and all, but like, we've been in this too long to not have some kind of conversation and dialogue going on with y'all, and I don't understand what we're doing wrong to have not created that community yet. So please let us know, because clearly something we're doing isn't working. And we welcome the feedback, and we want the feedback. And we do want your opinion on what direction you think we should go in. I really don't want to throw in the towel. I really want to try something else first, because I genuinely enjoy the research doing for this. I genuinely enjoy the conversations. I'm always going to have critiques on myself every episode, but that's normal. And I think that just shows that I care and want the best for y'all. But I understand, like, I don't know everything. Doesn't matter the amount of research I do on podcasts, how many podcasts I listen to. I'm never going to know everything, and I'm never going to know exactly how to create a conversation with y'all until we start doing it and I start seeing, how we connect. So yeah, I really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, like, share, follow, all that, but like, from the bottom of our heart, even if you don't want to do it in the comments and you want to send us a DM, please talk to us. Like, now more than ever, we need it. We need it. We need you. And we need your support, your critiques. We need to know that you're there and this is important to someone. So it's really hard to, like, sometimes it's easy because we love it. Sometimes when we're in these positions, it's hard to keep going because it feels like it doesn't matter to anyone else but us, And I would really like to connect something fun, and I want to know if you like when we have serious episodes, or if you want something more fun, silly, goofy, because I understand, like, life is hard. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and sometimes we need to disconnect from that to be able to, like, not feel like life doesn't matter and we don't want to be here. And I get that. I really do, because I have a lot of moments where I need to disconnect to feel that. And it's okay. We don't have to be the space where you learn about things and you know, maybe we're not saying it in the right way. Maybe you do want to learn, but you wish we went a different direction with it. Maybe it's just that we're being too passionate about how, you know, I get angry about people just not loving each other and respecting each other because I don't understand why. And maybe I need to talk about it in a different way. Like, I'm never going to claim to be a perfect person, a perfect creator, a perfect co-host, none of that. Like, I know that there are things that I need to improve on in every aspect of my life, because that is life. That is existence. There's always a way to improve in some way, and I understand that. So please just let us know. I know I've gone on and on about it, but I don't know a better way to connect. And I want to talk to y'all. Like, y'all are the most important part of this, because without y'all, it doesn't feel like it matters. And it also just feels like we're talking to a camera and not to our people, you know? We want to create a community with y'all full of love and acceptance and knowledge. If that's the direction you want to go, I would love to go that way. I understand if not. And just fun, silly, goofy, love, hanging out with your best friends kind of vibe. Like, the whole vibe of this is supposed to be like late night chilling with your friends on the couch in a little cuddle puddle or in the bed or whatever, just talking about life, relaxing, rewinding, like letting each other know what's going on in your life, working through it, and then also just having like silly, goofy game times and talking about real life and breaking it down. And it's supposed to be like, y'all are our besties, and I want to hear from my besties. So that's what I gotta say about that. I'm sure I'll think of a million more things that I wanted to say on here, but I can't record too much because we normally don't record on my phone because my storage can't take it, so I hope I'm still recording right now. And that's what I got for you today. We'll see if this whole video actually recorded. And thank you so much for being patient with us. We really, really, truly love y'all, and we love doing this, and we would love to find a way to do it more and do it like with our community. Like, y'all have a big part in what we do and how we guide episodes, but we're just guessing what you're thinking based on the views and the response, and we have no idea what you're thinking. We're just guessing. We're pulling at straws. And we want to cater this to you. So you have the power here to tell us what you want to hear. And we hope you know that. We hope you know how much we freaking love you and appreciate you. If literally just one person got something from this podcast, then it would be worth it. And I know a lot of people in our real life, IRL, this is real life too. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like people that we spend time with in person. It means something to them. I've heard some things and gotten advice from them, but at the same point, like, we could be chilling in the living room and they could have the same experience from the podcast, I feel like, you know? So we want to connect with people that we don't know and get to know them and build a bond and learn about your life and help you escape and have fun and learn and grow and become our true besties. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all today. I can't remember how much I can lean up. I know I practiced, but I can't remember. And that's what's going on. So, Q will have a solo episode at some point. Excuse me. And we're considering, I'm also open to changing the day of the week that the episodes happen. So just let us know. We're literally open to anything, including, unfortunately, dissolving it. But we both really don't want to do it because we love it. So we want to make it work in some way. And that's why it's I know I've said it 5 million times, but it's the most important that you tell us what you're thinking right now. And yeah, let us know if you know the social media managers or have any tips. And thank you for listening. Y'all are the best. I'm glad I can finally freaking move my body so that I can record this. And yeah, I love you so much. And okay, love you. Bye.